You wake up, and before your eyes even adjust to the light, your hand is already reaching for your phone. Scrolling, swiping, consuming mindlessly, endlessly, as if your soul depends on it. But here's the brutal truth. It doesn't. In fact, your soul is withering because of it. 2,000 years ago, Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, warned us about this very sickness, not of the body, but of the mind. He called it distraction, the thief of life. And today, social media is its most potent weapon. You're not just wasting time. You're surrendering your attention, your peace, your very essence to a digital vortex designed to keep you hooked. Seneca would look at your screen-struck existence and ask, is this how you want to spend your one precious life? Let's be brutally honest. You're not using social media. It's using you. Every notification, every like, every endless scroll is a tiny surrender of your autonomy. Seneca lived in an age of letters and conversations, yet he understood the danger of external validation. What need is there to weep over parts of life? He wrote. The whole of it calls for tears. If he saw how you frantically check for likes, how your mood swings with every comment, how your self-worth is tied to pixels on a screen, he'd shake his head in pity. You've traded depth for dopamine, wisdom for Wi-Fi. And the worst part? You know it. You feel the emptiness after hours of scrolling, the hollowness behind the curated posts. But you keep coming back, like a prisoner who loves his chains. Seneca didn't just diagnose the problem, he prescribed the cure. Solitude. Not loneliness, but the deliberate, fearless act of being alone with your thoughts. Imagine sitting in silence for just 30 minutes without your phone. No music, no podcasts, no distractions. Just you and your mind. Does the thought terrify you? That's the addiction talking. Seneca spent hours in reflection, writing letters to himself, confronting his fears, his flaws, his mortality. Until we have begun to go without them, he said, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. You don't need social media. You've just forgotten how to live without it. Try it. Delete the apps for a week. Feel the withdrawal, the anxiety, the itch to scroll, and then sit with it. That discomfort, that's your soul waking up. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Social media isn't just stealing your time. It's rewiring your brain. Ancient philosophers like Seneca trained their minds to focus, to endure, to think deeply. But your brain, it's been hijacked by algorithms that thrive on your impulsiveness. Every swipe shortens your attention span. Every viral video erodes your patience for real thought. Seneca warned, life is long if you know how to use it. But you're living in fragments. Scattered, distracted, never fully present. The modern world calls this normal. Seneca would call it tragic. Reclaim your mind. Read a book, slowly, without skimming. Have a conversation without checking your phone. Train your brain to focus again, or resign yourself to a life of mental slavery. Seneca's greatest weapon against distraction was memento mori, remembering death. You could leave life right now, he wrote. Let that determine what you do and say and think. If today were your last, would you spend it scrolling? Would you trade your final hours for memes and influencers? Or would you write that letter, call that friend, create that art, live that dream you keep postponing? Social media makes you forget time is finite. It numbs you with endless content, making you believe there's always tomorrow. But Seneca knew better. You are dying every day. Every minute wasted is a minute you'll never get back. Stop pretending you have forever. Put the phone down. Live like this is your last day, because one day it will be. Seneca didn't just preach, he practiced. When Emperor Nero's court was drowning in excess, Seneca chose simplicity. When Rome was obsessed with spectacle, he sought stillness. Today's circus is digital, but the choice remains the same. Spectator or creator? Are you here to consume or to contribute? Social media tricks you into believing you're part of something when you're really just a passive observer. Seneca would tell you to create, to think, to engage with life, not just watch it. Write instead of read. Build instead of browse. Speak instead of like. The world doesn't need more spectators. It needs warriors of wisdom. Which one are you? Let's talk about fear, because that's what's really driving your addiction. Fear of missing out. Fear of irrelevance. Fear of being alone with your thoughts. Seneca called this the poverty of the soul. You're afraid silence will reveal the emptiness, so you drown it in noise. But here's the paradox. Only by facing the silence can you fill it. Seneca spent years in exile, stripped of everything, and it was there he found his greatest wisdom. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage, he wrote. Have the courage to disconnect, to be bored, to face yourself. The answers you're searching for online, they're not in your feed. They're in the stillness you've been running from. Seneca's philosophy wasn't about denial, it was about mastery. He didn't say never engage with the world. He said control your engagement. Social media isn't evil, but your lack of discipline is. Set boundaries. Use it as a tool, not a crutch. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Are you free, or are you a slave to the ping of a notification? Try this. For every minute you spend on social media, spend 2 in reflection. Balance consumption with creation. Train yourself to ask, is this serving me, or am I serving it? Until you master your impulses, you'll never master your life. Now, the final challenge. What will you do about it? Seneca didn't waste words on those unwilling to act. It's not that we have a short time to live, he said, but that we waste a lot of it. You've wasted enough. Today is the day you take back your mind. Delete the apps. Turn off the notifications. Sit in silence. Read Seneca's letters. Write your own. Live deliberately. The digital world will keep spinning without you. But your life, that's yours to reclaim. The Stoics didn't just ponder wisdom. They lived it. Will you, or will you keep scrolling, wasting the one life you have? The choice is yours. Choose wisely.